Marco Rubio tweeted, "I don't want. Actually, I'm gonna play his video statement instead. We'll just listen to what he has to say."
One of the most important things President Biden needs to make clear tonight is that if U.S. troops, U.S. diplomats, U.S. personnel in the Middle East come under attack by these Iranian-backed and controlled Shia militia groups in the region, if they attack our people, we are going to consider that to be an attack by the government of Iran against the United States that will require an extensive response.
Here we
extensive
go.
Retaliatory response. Just in the last 24 hours, we've seen an uptick in attacks by these groups against the military forces, and there are troubling indicators that that's going to turn into a full-scale campaign, and we can't allow it. It is important the president make it abundantly clear by laying out clear and credible red lines that if Iran crosses, will require us to engage them. I don't want there to be a Middle East war. I don't want the U.S. involved in another Middle East war. But if Iran, through its proxies, decide to attack us, we're going to have to retaliate. And it's important, in order to prevent this, for the president to make that clear tonight.
What he basically said is, if anyone attacks our troops, we can just claim it was Iran and then declare war. Well, they never declare war. Just send troops to go and invade Iran. We already know that our troops have been attacked with these drone attacks. That news came out a little while ago. We have Biden publishing the faces of a special forces group. So how close are we to a troop getting hurt or attacked, which he says they're already upping, and then Lindsey Graham, Marco Rubio have already basically said war with Iran?
I think it should be mandatory. Any politician who calls for this should be airdropped there first. Mandatory, right away. You go first, Marco Rubio. You go first, Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
You go first.
I agree.
It should be mandatory. You want to call for war, then you have to go serve.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that radical? Well, no. They're just too important. They're too important.
They're not that important, you know.
They're too important. We can't airdrop them into the places they want to
Let's have a
bomb.
vote.
People work remotely all the time. Surely they can call in.
Well, we'll have a vote. We'll have the people of South Carolina vote. Should Lindsey Graham, who advocated for war with Iran, be sent to Iran to help coordinate and lead the charge?
Overwhelmingly, people would say yes. If you said it should be mandated
And
that
because
they go to war.
Democrats are so proud of their vote for Joe Biden and they support him even now to this day, we should also, when we're doing the draft and we're saying who should go to war, I think the Joe Biden supporters that voted for him, they should be at the front of the list.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, I think that makes sense too.
I think that's a great idea.
Question
You
is,
vote for war, go fight it.
Do we send Joe Biden to war?
Yes.
As a general, I really feel like
Now-
his commands would be interesting.
But to be fair, I think we should give him one of those exosuits they've been working on. You see those ones where it's like you can lift stuff with it?
Yep.
At least then he can move around. It'll be nimble.
Honestly, though, I would wear the
make it
exosuit.
upstairs.
I think it's pretty cool. It
Sure,
reminds
but
me of
not war.
Sigourney Weaver when she's fighting the alien and she's in that BAS machine. You know what I'm talking about?
See, now, if Joe Biden made a video of him in one of those machines fighting against like enemies of the United States, he'd probably get a lot of people to enlist.
Yeah.
True.
That would be more
Like,
powerful.
I'm your president. Now I'm going to war. And then he's like, and he jumps 20 feet.
If he really did that, I would probably enlist.
Serge is gone.
You convinced me.
Yeah,
Can I get one of those suits?
Yeah,
Just get-
that's the most important thing. If I get a suit, I'm there.
But they're not going to tell you that you've already gone through basic and stuff. They'll string you
right.
along. That's how military
If
recruitment
you get
works.
Luhan to do it, enlistment will just be 100%.
That's true.
Well,
Seen
and
Luhan, biggest psyop ever. She's awesome.
Who?
Luhan, the really hot girl.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ashley's
knows
personal
He knew
hero.
when she said that.
But she was like posting, she was like a PSYOPs officer.
She's
or
doing a
something.
great job. She makes me want to enlist, to be honest.
Huh. I don't know if I'm thinking of the same person, but there was like this woman who was saying she was in the military and kept posting all these things about why people should join or whatever.
Have you seen Luhan? Do you know who I'm talking
I
about?
don't know what Luhan is.
All you have to do is look up Luhan. She's
I-
all over
it-
TikTok. She's got like 1 million on TikTok.
That I might be
She's the
familiar
best
with it. How do you spell
psyop
it?
ever. Lujan. Luhan.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, I've totally seen this.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's actually in the army though, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a PSYOPs.
We think.
They specifically bring in these young hot girls to convince men to go die.
Yep.
Like, dude, you're not going
classic.
anywhere near this person. This
classic.
person is not real. Like, this is
This is just pinup.
We'll get
pinups.
her in one of those exosuits.
Yeah, this is just pinups version.
Her
like
and Joe
3.0,
Biden, and
4.0.
suddenly recruitment
I
spikes.
bet she's convinced a bunch of really dumb young guys to sign up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And she's massive on TikTok too. She's got like 1 million on TikTok.
Yep.
There's one that I saw of like not her but two other like good-looking girls being like, the best part of being in the army is being a barracks bunny, and then this guy like cuts in and is like, no, that's not true, that's all fake.
Wow.
Yep.
Like,
That's what she posted, which basically is like, she will have sex with you.
Yeah.
If you, it's like the old beer commercials.
Yep.
If you drink our beer, hot women will have sex with you. That's a Family Guy joke, by the way. I'm stealing it. But yeah. Yep.
but this is what they're doing subtly.
Subtly. She got 1 million followers.
But I'm saying like the ones that are saying like, I paid for it by the U.S. Army are the ones that are much more about like wokeism. Like,
is she criticizing CNN?
I couldn't tell with that
she's
one right
a
there.
bit conservative. I think she did a few videos with like Donut Operator and the Black Rifle guys.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
But I mean, like the assumption is her job in the army is to post these videos to convince people to enlist.
Yeah.
It's like a thirst trap for frontline troops, which is incredible.
Man, imagine being dumb cannon fodder for these sick, corrupt individuals.
Yeah.
Man. Like I
Natural
said,
selection, I guess. Filter them out, huh? Is that what it is?
it could be, man. If I get one of those suits, I'm there. Like I said, they can promise you that.
I mean, they're gonna have to do something soon, right? There's a report out today that one of the major reasons people can't enlist is because obesity is so high. I mean,
That's what they say.
we're impending on war faster than we can solve the problems that we have created that make it difficult for people to join the military. And by that I mean they don't qualify to join the military. And other than lowering the standards, which is not really good for a military fighting population, I'm not sure how we get past this issue. The fact of the matter is, and I'm a broken record here. I know anyone who's heard me on the show before has heard me say this, but the statistics bear out that there's a very slim majority of people, or slim margin of people, that can make the standards to enlist in the military, and of those people, very few of them are willing to do it. So, great for her that she has 1 million TikTok followers. On the other hand, she doesn't have a 100% success rate because we are not converting that many people into military recruitment.
True.
Yeah, it's down.
That's true. Yeah, I think it's the lowest. They've had like the lowest recruitment,
Lowest
like
ever.
14 years or something.
Almost
I thought it was
every
ever.
branch, very few branches are making their
Is it
recruitment goals.
thought
This
so.
is something that's been happening consistently for the past at least 3 years, probably longer. And in fact, military enlistment has been down for a long time. I mean, to be fair, I've mentioned this before. My brother was in the Marine Corps. He deployed to Afghanistan. The thing is, like, he was. I don't even remember how old he was. He was very young when we got involved in that. There were people who went after him who were not alive when everything broke out in the Middle East. This is going to be the reality for Gen Z. They're going to be this generation that is saying, are we about to enter a war that we will be in endlessly on multiple fronts? And the messaging around it will always be ambiguous. It'll be unclear what our actual goals are. And I think that's definitely the case now that we have war in Ukraine, we have conflict in Israel, and then presumably we're going to have something happen in Taiwan. I mean, do you want to be deployed? Do you want to go into active conflict like this?
Well, and
Probably
your
not.
body will not be your choice because they have forced vaccinations in the military. So
Well, they got. Well, yes, they've always had that though.
but
It's
and
mandatory.
Now the COVID shot as well. That will
But
be
I mean,
mandatory.
this is like the interesting thing to me. I mean, when you sign up, they give you a bunch of injections. You don't even know what you're getting.
Yeah, true.
The story what I was told by my friends is that you're in basic training. That's like you walk down a line and then give you a shot, and then you walk down, you get a shot, and then you walk down, they give you a shot, and like they're giving you all your
the
different vaccines.
inoculations.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, I mean, the thing is, you could probably read through the recruitment paperwork, and I'd be happy for anyone to correct me on this, and they might say you're going to get these vaccines, right?
Right.
But the thing is, once you sign up, you agree to go through them, because that is part of making this qualification goal, that you submit to the vaccines, that you submit to certain things.
Is it true that when you enlist your government property,
I mean, effectively, right?
Something
Yeah,
like that.
effectively.
like if you get
Something like
injured
that.
rock climbing, they consider it damage to government property or something like that?
It's why, like, if you are in the military and you get pneumonia while you're skiing, right?
You get
People
in
will
trouble?
pay out of pocket because it can affect everything that has to do with your job. I mean, your physical body and your wellness are something that they take priority on. It's why, you'll get military guys who pay out of pocket so that they don't have to report certain issues or illnesses or injuries.
I got to be honest, when I look at this Luhan chick,
See, she's working.
She's still working.
no,
Tim.
it's the opposite. These photos make me think the military is trash, the army is garbage, that people who are serving are losers. Like how many young men enlisted because of something as stupid as this? How dumb do you have to be for this to be the reason? Now the people who are like after 9/11 I enlisted, I'm like, wow, those people are tough. That's crazy. But now like this is what it is. You got the weird wokeness and thirst traps. Dude, is that what you're doing?
She's bringing TikTok influencers into the recruiting offices. I'm not kidding. She's like doing videos with these TikTok influencers in the recruiting offices. That's how stupid it is.
For me personally, and maybe it's because I'm an old man, but this makes me feel disdain for the the institution of the armed forces. Not for the soldiers who sign up for good reasons, but like, I'm saying like 10, 20 years, if this is what we have to represent the Army, good luck, I guess. I kind of feel like the reason recruitment is low is because they're doing this.
Yeah, I agree.
Look, I talked about this earlier. Victoria's Secret announced they're getting rid of their woke, morbidly obese and gross models.
About time.
You know, they have like, they're not all nasty looking, they have people like Megan Rapinoe, right? And why would a woman want to buy sexy underwear? Is it because she wants to be a world champion soccer player? I really don't think so. I think it's because she wants to attract men. I'm not saying every woman wants to attract men. I'm not saying every woman's goal and only goal is to attract men. I'm saying the purpose of attractive underwear is to be attractive, right?
Yeah.
So women are buying fancy underwear, just like look in the mirror and be like, look at me, I'm good.
Yeah,
I think some women do.
Yeah, sometimes you just buy cute underwear.
And what makes you think
But
you
I would
look good?
agree with your general premise, like lingerie and the base product of Victoria's Secret would be for the
Being
attraction.
attractive.
Yeah, being attractive to
And
women.
so it is fair to say a lot of people often say that women don't wear makeup for men, they wear makeup for other women. And so here, this is the point. When women look at Victoria's Secret, they want to see an objectively attractive woman and they want to emulate that so they can feel like they are also like that woman. They are objectively attractive. When you put morbidly obese women and ugly women in your ads, women are like, I don't want to look like that. That woman's gross. And so what happened? Victoria's Secret sales started dropping. They dropped like 10% what is it? Went from like 7.5 to like 6.5% or whatever, or 6.2 or something. Sales dropped. And so now they're abandoning this campaign and they're going back to the angels. This is the same thing I see. You have that Russian military commercial where it's the dude and he's like doing push-ups and he jumps out of a plane and then he lands and he's like, "Grrr." Imagine the male power fantasy. It ain't looking at some dainty female and being like, I see this and I'm like, I kind of feel like the people that are going to be attracted to the military are like, very girly, effeminate boys who want to put on fox ears and emulate that. That's who they'll attract. If they had like some super ripped dude punching through a brick wall, I just watched all 4 Expendables movies. I'm like, this is what men watch, apparently. Like, not literally, but look at Die Hard. Look at these movies where, like, yippee-ki-yay, and he pulls the gun out and he shoots the bad guy. That's not this. So they're like, maybe we can attract stupid young men because they want to have sex with girls?
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah.
But
young men are having less sex than ever.
But then I throw it to the Victoria's Secret angle that when men are thinking about a goal, most men are probably not like, man, I really want to be what? What does a man want to be when he sees this? When you put up the commercial, the Marines had a commercial where when everyone was ragging on the Army because they had that, I have 2 moms. And they were like, why is the Army doing this? The Marines had a commercial where a guy like rises up out of the swamp with like, paint on his face and a rifle and starts moving forward. And it was much tougher. That's the adventure guys are seeking, that they're feeling like a call to action, a purpose. This is not that.
Well, and the Marines in particular have consistently made the recruitment goals because, they are selling much more of a fraternity of this very enclave niche. There is a culture, not that other branches don't, but the Marines is sort of known. I mean, what is that movie, Full Metal Jacket? People are sort of aware of what comes with being a Marine. There's an inherent toughness. It's the same reason that they're able to make recruitment goals for things like Green Berets or Navy SEALs, is because those are sort of these aspirational and these elite positions that men are driven to seek out. I don't think that these tactics are serving a purpose because in some ways they're directionless. They're not capitalizing on who is actually looking to have a place in the military.
People super chatted us this last time that when we were talking about the Army commercial where it's like, I have 2 moms and I'm in the Army. And then the Marines commercial is like, I'm a Marine. And they were like, it's because the Army is very administrative. Like they don't care if they attract a bunch of like effeminate loser guys with no self-esteem because they're going to make you type on a computer or something.
You need people on the desks. Otherwise stuff doesn't work.
Yeah. But that's just sad.
But that maybe
It
means
is.
That
the
shouldn't be
army
the case.
is too big, you know? Like, is that
Maybe,
just saying
maybe.
essentially they have too many administrators to function correctly? I mean, what are we actually doing? Because ultimately we do pay for the service members.
Yeah.
We, the
guess.
taxpayers,
Yeah,
pay for the
but I
service.
mean,
Hey, look, somebody's-
somebody's changing too.
You know, it's like, you watch those old movies about like the knight and he has the squire and the squire has to like pick up the horse's crap and just do all the really awful stuff. Like someone's got to do that. You know, so if you want to be that, then you can go hang out with this chick and be the person who picks up the crap for the actual heroes and the manly men who are in the Marines and special forces and stuff like that. There you go.
Maybe there's a place for everybody in the military.
I don't mean that literally though, right? I know that there's a lot of good people in the army who signed up for good reasons. I'm just really disgusted by the attempt to like, this is their recruit, like this is the manipulation. Like, it's just, I find.
But like I said, this is the influencer who's on social media as like a third platform. But on mainstream media, if you look at TV commercials, it's not this. They're
Yeah,
not
it's I Have
bringing
Two
this
Moms.
girl. Exactly. So they're trying to play
Same
both
thing.
fields. And
both
because-
fields. That's the same thing.
see, I feel like it's just two different sides of the same coin. But like they are not sticking to, oh, I have two moms and I'm feminist and whatever else. They're bringing out this girl.
Alpha, strong, arrogant, whatever you want to call them, guys are not going like, oh, I bet she'll date me if I enlist. They're
Yeah,
going
that's
like,
very true.
they're going, I want to do more pull-ups. I want to be something greater than myself. I want to go on that mission. I want to save the world.
Hell yeah.
The same people who are looking at the I Have Two Moms, these are the male feminists who are like, I'm feminist. Did I say the right thing? Will you date me now? That's basically what it is. Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.